In a gaming landscape where indie titles are increasingly rivaling their AAA counterparts, there's something to be said about low-budget indie games that know their vision and absolutely stick the landing. Marfusha Sentinel Girls is one such title. Ostensibly Papers, Please with anime girls, it's a twin-stick shooter against waves of robotic enemies. It's short, it's bleak, and overall it's an absolute joy to play. So join us today as we review Marfusha Sentinel Girls for PS5. Developed by Hinyari 9 and released for modern platforms in April 2023, we discovered Marfusha ahead of its sequel's release later this month. At its crux, Marfusha is a side-scrolling shooter that spans 100 in-game days, and sees the titular character fending off increasingly difficult waves of enemy robots while defending a main gate. At the end of each day, you'll receive a paycheck with which to purchase randomly drawn cards. These cards can be used to increase various stats for your guns, including their rate of fire, attack power, or magazine size. Or you can spend your hard-earned dollars to recruit an additional soldier, strengthen the gate, or re-roll those card choices. The heavy, oppressive atmosphere of your anonymous, war-torn country bleeds through into every aspect of the game. Your daily paycheck is butchered with nonsense taxes and dystopian fees. The artwork is simplistic but bleak, and without spoiling the game's various endings, the story is ultimately a pointless struggle against the backdrop of an authoritarian regime. Roughly every 10 days, Marfusha returns to her barracks, where you can eat food or take a bath, gaining some stat upgrades in the process. The environmental storytelling in these down parts is light but effective, with TV and radio broadcasts from the faceless, nameless leader of your country. Depending on which ally you finish the final days of the game with, will determine which ending you see, providing some decent replay value. The real meat of the game's roughly hour-long runtime is the combat. The enemy types are varied enough to provide a challenge, and they come in waves that'll force you to prioritize them based on their attack types and your own equipment loadout. Since your weapons have durability, you'll need to replace them before they break, but with the randomized card mechanics, there's no guarantee you'll get the same weapon or even a weapon you're comfortable with. With limited funds available, redrawing might not always be an option, forcing you to make the best of a bad situation until you can get a gun you prefer. The weapons are all nicely balanced, and special abilities or defensive tools can come in clutch when boss waves occur. We didn't always use the special weapons, but the last 20 days of the game necessitate defensive tools, so sometimes having one purchased and available is just a good backup plan. From a production perspective, the game is exactly on par for a great indie title. Hinyari 9 had a very specific vision, as evidenced by Marfusha's gallery artwork, and the game looks and plays great. Some voice acting or music variety might have been nice, but the various characters have such engaging personalities that we didn't even really care that much. In summary, Marfusha Sentinel Girls is a short, action-filled game that delivers a memorable experience in a brilliant art style, and wraps things up on a high note. Marfusha's sequel, Snezhinka Sentinel Girls 2, will be out on August 27th, 2024 for PC via Steam. Thanks for watching, please click the like and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.